Hey guys, John here, learningguitarnow.com, and in this lesson, I want to show you how to play a ZZ Top-inspired blues rock rhythm and solo. I took some inspiration from the tune Nationwide and Gimme All Your Lovin'. Not exactly like either one of them, but just took a few things that I hear Billy Gibbons doing that's fun to play and you can learn a lot from, including some hybrid picking stuff. To get the tone for the lesson, I use this Les Paul here plugged directly in to my Fender. It's a reissue Tweed Twin. I had it pretty quaint. I think it was about on 11. It sounds great here with this Les Paul. Almost like a Marshall, but it's not quite as tight sounding. And I hear ZZ Top or Billy Gibbons getting that type of a tone, especially on a lot of the earlier stuff. We'll go ahead and take a look at the first couple licks for free. And if you would like access to the full lesson, the interactive tab and backing track, check out the All Access Pass. All right, let's go ahead and start the lesson. Okay, now I'm going to break this solo down for you into 8 separate licks. We're in the key of C, 4/4 time signature, and this is more of a rockin' blues. So I got lick number 1, sounds like this. Okay, so for lick number 1, we're coming in we're on the 1 chord, the C. It's basically just a vamp going for 3 bars of C, and then we're going to the F chord. Just got 4-bar vamp here, 3 bars of C, and then F for 1 bar. And so I'm just sliding into this power chord on the D and the G strings with my first finger. Basically from the 3rd to the 5th fret here, D and the G gives us a C power chord. Vibratoing that and letting it sustain for 2 bars here. Then we're going to do this little phrase here. So this starts out in the first position minor pentatonic, key of C. So what I'm doing is just hitting this 8th fret on the D string with my first finger, but I'm not striking it on the first count. So I got 1. You can just show the upbeat, so the 1 and. So 1. After the downbeat hits 1, that's when you hit that 8th fret 1, right after that. And so I'm going to mute that A string with my first finger so I can kind of just a small little rake here. It's not really a rake, I'm just striking it. And I don't have to worry about hitting that A string. You can kind of mute the E string with your palm or your thumb like here. You hear Billy Gibbons doing that kind of stuff a lot. Just striking a note like that and then bending it slightly. I hear him doing that on a lot of the tunes that they put out, ZZ Top. So I strike it and then just mute it a couple times. Like, then do it again. Now strike the 10th fret on the D string. Slightly bending that 8th fret here on the D string. Then I'm going to bend the 8th fret on the G string slightly. And then slide 10 to 12. This is where we're breaking out of that first position minor pentatonic box. 10 to 12 on the A string. Let it ring as well. First finger on the 10th fret of the G string. That's going to be happening over the F chord. And those 2 notes right there are the notes from an F major chord. That's the major 3rd here. The first note, skip a string, and our first finger is an F note. So that's basically only 2 notes we need to form an F major chord. And I hear Billy Gibbons doing that a lot, as well as many other blues rock guitar players that just kind of break out of that total minor pentatonic sound. Especially when I play over the chord, gives it kind of a major sound. And then you're going to add vibrato to those 2 notes. So you got to let them ring out. I think it's a super cool move to do just to break up the sound instead of such a, blues rock thing. Just to put that in there, you just have to know when your chord is changing, and you can have to play that over the chord. It wouldn't work as well over the C chord. It's just a different kind of a concept, but this to me works great over that 4 chord at F because it's notes from the F chord. So after that, we're going to go back to the first position minor pentatonic scale and then bend up 10th fret here on the G string twice, but only bend it once. Now strike it while it's bent, pull down and release. Now strike 10 on the G and the B, and then put your first finger on the 8 of the G and the B. Gradually just bend it slightly. And then hit your root note, our C note right here, the 10th fret of the D string. So that's just a typical blues rock move. Lots of blues rock stuff going on right there. So we got that. And then that move. That's a really cool move to do over any kind of blues rock tune. I'm using my 3rd finger to kind of mute that high E string because I don't want it to ring out. Sometimes you could get that. Don't want that. To get more aggressive with this right hand, I like to mute that E string when I'm just doing stuff like this. Okay, so that is it for lick 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, so for lick number 2, we're staying right here in the first position minor pentatonic box. And so I'm doing this kind of Chuck Berry thing here. Bend up 10th fret of the G string. Bar your first finger on the B and E. And then strike that 8th fret here. Now bend up 11th fret of the B string. First finger here. And then I like to put my pinky here because the next thing I'm going to do is do this 2-string bend. Like we did previously, playing 2 notes at a time here on the G and the B string. Really cool blues rock move. Pinky here. So now I can put my 3rd finger down the G, B, bend them both up, pull them down. Now you're going to vibrato. That's the hardest part, really, is getting the vibrato of that thing. But it sounds super cool over blues rock stuff. You can even rake to strike those 10th fret when you're bending them both of them, like that. Now we're going to hit 8, 10 right in the minor pentatonic scale. Pretty basic. Now we're going to go down to this little section here and just bend that 8th fret right here. This is basically the 5th position minor pentatonic scale. Just bend that slightly. 6, 8. And then try to pinch harmonic that just a tad. I'm not really doing it intensely because I don't have a whole lot of gain on the amp. Kind of like that. Pinch harmonic, just like touching it with my thumb flesh and the pick at the same time. Go down at an angle. Like that. But you're not going to get some kind of crazy Zakk Wylde pinch harmonic sound when you're using this low of a gain that I got. Like that. Okay, so that is it for lick 2. Okay, well that does it for this lesson. Like I mentioned previously, if you would like access to the full lesson, interactive tab and backing track, check out the All Access Pass. You'll also gain access to all the lessons and courses on the site that teach you improvisational blues and slide guitar. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.